everybody, this is Brittany from the Golf Fitness class, and today we are going to solely do the stretching and mobility, a little bit of strengthening parts of our practice, and the next ones you'll see are solely designed to be for before you go out onto the course, some stretches that you can do in the comfort of your own home so you're not doing snow angels on the floor on the golf course. So first we are going to start with our sun salutations, and you know that I love starting with those because it links up both your breath to movement so that we can really start focusing inside, letting your brain clear, and just really practicing expanding the lungs and deflating the lungs so that when you're on the course you can focus less on your breath. It's just kind of natural and you can really focus on your swing. So let's get started. Big toes will touch. Heels are going to be wedged just a little bit apart. We always start with our hands at the heart just to relax the shoulders. Take a deep inhale breath through nose and exhale breath right out of the nose. One more inhale breath through nose and exhale breath through nose. On your next inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, fingertips down. Inhale, reach tall. As you exhale, cactus your arms, lift your chest, little back bend, gaze is straight up. Inhale, come back up, reach tall, and then hands through heart and fold. Hinge at your hips, bend the knees, let fingertips touch the earth best you can. The more you bend your knees, the closer you'll get down. Chin comes to the chest, let your head drop. On your next inhale, halfway lift, hands come to the knees or the shins. The idea is to get a long spine. So from the crown of your head to your tailbone, you're nice and long. Take a deep sip of air and then forward fold on your exhale, chin to chest. Mountain, reach tall here. And then open up cactus on the exhale. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, hands through heart and fold. Bend at the hips and knees. Halfway lift on your inhale breath. And exhale, forward fold. We'll do one more together. Inhale, reach up, rise. Big back bend, open up. Come back to center, and we'll stop with our hands at our hearts. So now we'll go into a little bit more stretching poses. So that was just a great way to start to open up, connect with your breath. And you can do anywhere from 3 to 6 sun salutations, just opening up the lungs. Really make sure you reach your rib cage up and out. So you want a long spine. Okay, so the first stretch we'll get into, we'll come into a little tuck. Knees will bend a lot. My heels need to lift up. Some of you might be able to take them down, but we'll keep heels up for now. Right hand to left knee, left hand to the right knee. Practice your balance here. So the idea is to get everything squeezing to center, and then once you find your balance, you want to press your arm bones into your knees so that you have a tall spine. So if you can see me from the side, the crown of my head is reaching up, tailbone goes down. So I have a nice long spine, my shoulders are rolling back, and I'm breathing. So deep inhale, deep exhale through the nose. And now from here, you can tuck right back onto your hands and knees, and we'll take kind of a little child's pose. So you'll sit your tailbone back into your heels and walk your hands forward. And we're gonna let this child's pose be a little bit mobile. So we're gonna integrate some movement. So you wanna take your forehead down to the ground, look to the right, and then look to the left. So my left armpit is dropping, I'm looking over to the right, and then my right armpit is dropping, look over to the left. Take that for 3 more times. Right, left, right, left. Last time, right, and left. And then you'll come back to center. And we'll take a little bit of a cat-cow. So we want to find a little bit of mobility in the hips. Start with your hands and knees on the earth. You can either keep your toes curled under or tops of your feet flat. We want to drop the belly, tailbone goes high. Inhale, breath, look up. And then exhale, breath, chin to chest, hips come forward. 2 more, drop the belly, inhale, look up. And exhale, curl in tight. Last one, drop the belly, inhale, look up. And exhale, curl in. And now we'll get a little bit deeper into a back bend. Come on to just the knees, hands come to the hips. You'll reach your heart up for a camel pose, lean back, and then come all the way back into a child's pose. So hands will touch down, you can lean forward, and then back to that hands to hips, lift your chest, reach up and back, and then child's pose. So we're really just working mobility in the spine here. Last time. And release, and we'll come on to the bellies. And I'll face this way for a little bit more deep back bend. So in yoga, we call this just a little bit of a seal pose. So hands will plant right outside of your shoulders. I hope you can see how my hands are right outside my shoulders. Keep your feet down. Everything from the waist down is straight and strong. Lift the chest, almost straighten out your arm bones, and then lower back down. So you'll feel this right underneath the rib cage. Make sure you inhale, breath deeply, and exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up, last one, and exhale. Slide your hands back to frame your chest, come into your tabletop, and we'll send the left leg forward, getting a little bit deeper into the hips. So we're gonna find a little bit of movement here. So hips come forward, getting into the hip flexor. Make sure left knee stays right above left ankle bone. You don't want to extend too far forward. And back. So come forward, come into that hip flexor, and back. And we'll do 5 on each side. That was 2. Here's 3, 4, and 5. Make sure you're even. Plant your hand. Step your left back, come into your right. We'll do 5 on this side. So hips forward and back. Take it forward. Back. Make sure you're breathing. Heart stays lifted, so spine is long. Last one here. And back. We'll come into a fold. So come onto both of your feet, stand. Take a wide stance to start. Hands touch the earth. You can bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands touching down, but then once you do, chin to chest, straighten out your legs. We'll just start by walking our hands forward and then walking the hands backward. Forward and backward. So you want to make sure you feel this in your hamstrings, a little bit in your hips, but definitely long spine, chin to chest. Forwards and backwards. And then we'll take side to side. Make sure belly stays in as you switch. Open up the chest, open up the chest. Okay? And you're always welcome to bend your knees as much as you need to get into that hip. Last couple rounds. And come back to center. You'll make your way back onto the earth. And this is going to be a little bit of a spine twist now. So from your tabletop, curl your toes under, and you'll send your knees to the right, lift up, knees to the left. So just getting into the obliques, side body, low back. This is so great if you have any low back tension. When you press yourself up, you have to use your core. And then as you twist, you're using your transverse muscles, the side muscles here, to really open your low back. Couple more rounds, side to side. Come back to center and take a down dog. So this down dog will be a nice stretch for your back, for the back of your legs. And then we'll get into our hips. Take a little pigeon pose. You'll send your right knee to your right wrist. And then let your back leg extend long. And you're just going to fold in front of that right leg. And you want to take about 15 to 30 seconds on each side. So hold here, breathe into the right hip. You'll feel it all on the outside of your leg. and that's about 15 seconds. Take your hands back, curl the left toes under, downward facing dog. I like to pedal out my feet just a little bit, and then take your left knee to your left wrist. Extend the right leg back behind you. Start with a long spine and fold. 15 to 30 seconds. And so you might notice that one side is a little bit different than the other, and that's okay. Make sure you're not straining, so you don't want any sharp shooting pain, but you do want to feel that little pull. Keep your breath, big inhales, big exhales through the nose, and try not to fight your way out. So you want to stay with it nice and gently, and release. And we'll come on to our back. So plant your hands, set your tush down, and I'll do this from the side so you can see me. So we're going to do just a little twist here. Legs start high. Drop the belly down to use your core. Arms can either come out to a T or support your low back down by your side. Feet are going to reach up, heels high. Take your feet over to the right. Back through center, use your core, and over to the left. Back through center. Do this about 5 times on each side. And make sure you're exhaling on the way down, inhaling on your way up. So exhale here, inhale through center, and over to the left. And come back to center. And I'll show you a quick modification. If leg straight is a little too heavy, just bend the knees. Make sure belly button stays down. Knees to the right, center, knees to the left, back to center. Okay? So those were just a few stretches you can do on your own in your own home. And then we're going to show you a couple things you can do on the course. And for now, we'll say bye. Thank you.